Hi all. So today we will begin with our next tutorial in which we will see how to fire a bullet from a gun and how to receive damage. We will all do this in C++ class. So let's begin. First, what we will do, just go to project setting from edit, project setting, just go to collision, and here we will make a trace channel which we will call bullet trace, and for default response it will block everything. Okay, so just click accept and this is done. And now open the this project and Visual Studio. So first thing we will do is just go to here and we will include a input. We will bind the input here, which will be a bind action, and we will create a function for that. First, let's create that input first. Project, go to project setting, go to input. Like before, we have created interact, scroll up, scroll down. So just attack. And for primary key, we will just click, we will go to mouse and left mouse button. So just copy this, Control C, and here we will copy, paste here. So we haven't created the function yet, so we will create a tagging function. For definition, we'll create in, it should be in private, I guess, attacking. Let's go to the declaration. For definition, like write void ac underscore base char attacking. So we are done with the definition. We will do a thing too. First we will create a helper class. So what, just go to Unreal 1. This is just the extra step. It is not compulsory to follow, but still just go to C++ class under the folder, just click on new C++ class. I want it to be empty, none. Next, I want this inside a folder called extras, and here my class name will be mutils because I want it to be a helper class. So create class. So I got this error. Let's just click yes, and we have to restart the project because that folder is not loaded here. But we need this in Visual Studio, so I have clicked on update all. So here we have this class. So just go to the extras, and in header file I will include two functions for creating shortcut. So I am creating, first is PM and other one is MS. PM is from message, like we have to again and again write UE log and the whole story. So to make it short, we are doing this, and just go to CPP, and in CPP I am copying the functions here, and I need the function to use this. See, drop debug sphere is a util class with which we can create a sphere using the center and the uworld. When we will use, you will get to know that. And here I am writing the same UE log statement which we were using before, but I am creating a short function for this. Okay, so Control Shift B and just close mutil class because they should compile. Okay, yes, we have to remove the directory, so it should work fine now. Now we are inside the character. Just begin in attacking. We haven't written the code, right? So, okay. We have inserted the definition here, right? Attacking. Okay, we haven't. So I think I have written the definition somewhere. Okay, never mind. So void attacking. So I have created the definition here. So now we can have the code. So Control Shift B again. So first thing is I will check if we have gun currently. So gun using if it is not true, I want to return. Okay, else, so I want to have the line trace first, and to use the line trace we will get world. So line trace single byte channel, we will use this function. So here you can see first we need a f hit result, next we need a, so we need hit result, next we need a start vector, so start vector, next end vector, next is we want e collision channel. See, we have, if you remember correctly, okay, that is one. We have created a line trace called the bullet trace. So to specify it here, you what you have to do, just go to config and go to default engine, and here just see where the bullet trace is here, and for corresponding to this bullet trace we have a channel called ECC underscore game trace channel 1. So we need this, just copy it and we will enter here. So it was E collision channel, semicolon, colon, and just enter this trace channel. If you will create further trace channel, then you have to go default engine and you can check what is the corresponding trace channel the engine has created for you. Next we want param. So we want default param which is already there, so we need not to specify further. Now we need hit result and the start vector and the end vector. So for the hit result, f hit result and hit result. For the start one, we want f vector, start vector. So we need this to be a camera. So camera dot get component location, and for the end vector we will add the position to this starting vector. So what we will do, we will get the camera forward vector, and multiply it with the distance. So I want it to be 10,000 and add to the starting vector, start vector. So this is our destination vector. Next, so we are done with the line trace, and now we will access the hit result. If hit result is valid blocking hit, if the blocking hit was valid, then we will start further. Okay. So what we want, we see when we will, okay, then the project is closed, so we will open the project, and in parallel we will code here. If we let's play, if we will go to a gun and pressing E, now I'm equipping the gun, I'm pressing the left mouse button but nothing is happening, but I want a particle effect should be there where I'm hitting, and I want some muzzle effects also. So first thing what we need to do is to create a scope like effect. So just go to the PP and here in UI just create a user interface first, main HUD. In the main HUD, just go to the border one, just position it to 0, 0, anchor it in the middle. Size should be 1010 should be okay, and alignment should be 0.5, 0.5. So what it will do, it will create it in the middle. Okay, Okay, this position should be 0 0. So it should be here now, right? So it is giving, so here I'm aiming it here. So let's keep it this way and we will improve it further. Now we have to add this, so where we will put that code. You can do this in the level blueprint, or the correct position is the controller, but we haven't created it yet. So okay, let's do it in the game mode. Just go to BPs and let's create a controller. So we want a clear controller. So M controller. So we have to specify in the uh, world settings. Bike बंद कर दो वो. So here we haven't specified the controller, so just put it here, M controller. So just open it, and in the begin play we will specify the HUD. In begin play we will create HUD, create widget, create widget, just delete this function, create widget, owning player is the controller, so we will specify with self, and for the class we will use main HUD and add to the viewport. So it's done. Let's check if it is working. Click play. See, middle dot is there, but we have the character in the middle. So for this, what we will do, just go to the, let's close this, close main HUD, this also. Go to the character and under M base character. So we have to change the spring arm socket offset. So how we will do that? Just click on play and eject from here. Now click this player and we will go to its detail. Just to go for the spring arm, I have clicked on the spring arm and we will go to the socket one. So now here we will move. See, you can see in the screen it is moving, and slightly up. This position should be good, I guess. So it is 40 and 32. Let's see if it is okay. 40 and 32. We have to write here 40 and 32. Compile and save. Let's see if it is working. Okay, we have to increase its height like a little more, but let's see if, let's save it again. Yep, we have to increase its height. Okay, so the viewport, go to the gun, press E and I equip the gun. I'm ejecting it, and same process, select the character, go to the spring arm, and we will increase the height. So like this. Yep, this is perfect for now. And the slight difference is there, so slight right. Perfect. So 53 and 49. 53 and 49 and 49. Let's check it once again if everything works fine. Where is it? Okay. Go to the gun, press E. Now everything is fine and it is in perfect position. So next thing, we have set up the HUD. We were setting the hit result. So here we want some emitter to be there when we are firing the gun, right? So first thing, we need that emitter. So just go to the pickup class. Here we will create a variable. So U particle system. So how we will search? Just click on U particle system. So we will specify in the header class because we want that variable to be there in the pickup class only, because it is the property of the gun, not the player. So we will keep it here. So this is the include file, just copy and paste it above the generated one, and here we will use the same u property, copy and paste. Here we will write u property, u property system, control C, control V. We want it to be a pointer and we will name it ps underscore, ps means particle system underscore muzzle. So we want one for impact also, but we will use the same. So control shift B, and we have made the changes in header file, but it should reflect in our Unreal editor as they have upgraded the version and it is working without closing this window. So I have control shift B, I have pressed control shift B. Let's check if it is there. It's a success. Now go to the weapon base. See, here we have the muzzle. We have to specify for every different, because every gun have different muzzle, but for now we will do it in the base class. So here we have to specify. So for having FX, just go to the extras. No, in the military weapon, just go to the FX. We have impact point. So I want this to be used there. So just grab this and we will press this button. So I have specified this. Now I want to position that emitter in our gun, like near the gun and the hitting point. So here, to use the spawn emitter, so there is a function called spawn emitter attach and the spawn emitter at the location. So spawn emitter at location. I want like CPP1. See, it is saying that it is available in the U gameplay statics. You can't access it directly, so you need this gameplay statics. Just copy this and paste U gameplay statics, and here we will spawn emitter at location. Okay, it's little slow. Okay, it is giving me error because I haven't included the header file. So for header file, we will go to Chrome and okay, where is that? Okay, just go here. Come on, give me that header file. Okay, perfect. We have this header file when we will specify it here. I've included the file. Now we have the definition. So let's start filling the functions. So here we have to specify the uworld. So get world, comma. Here we need the particle system. So we are using comma the particle system. So ps underscore muzzle. This is the variable which we have created. Comma. Next we want the transform, and for the current transform we have the function. Okay, so for transform what we will do, f transform, so transform dot set location. We want the hit result impact, so hit result dot impact point. So we have set the location in the transform, so we will specify this transform here, transform, comma. Next is prefill, so we don't need to specify those. So just close this function. So we have spawned the emitter at the location. Next we will for log we will specify the mutils underscore. See, we have created the function for the helper. You can also put the UE log, but I am using this function. Okay, I have hit something, and here I have to put include. We are currently in here and I want extras, so I will include, go back and extras mutil. Perfect. So everything is set. Let's check if everything is working. Control Shift B. Okay, I have spelled it correctly. T is small, so M utils. Okay, Control Shift B now. Okay, it has successfully compiled. So let's go back to our editor. Let's check if everything works fine. It is not working, I guess. So let's check if what is the problem. Okay, so I think I have done something wrong here. So here I have to press plus. So Control Shift B again. Succeeded. Let's go back and check if everything works fine. So I picked a gun, press C. See, now we have this working. So let's check it with the one more character. So let's have this. Okay, wait. Have this here, and we will have 2-3 character here. So we want to apply some damage to these characters. First, let's check. See, if you look at carefully here, it is not reaching to the floor. Like if I try to hit them in the between the leg, they are in the middle of the air. Why? Because that line trace, it is hitting. Sorry, line trace. This line trace is hitting this capsule component. So we want to ignore that capsule component. So just go to the collision. Just go here, and here we will go for custom. And for bullet, we will put the ignore here. And for mesh, we want to block. So just compile and save. Now see, so that was the difference. Now we are hitting the mesh. Why we have done this? Because we want to know that where I have hit. I have hit the head or the spine or the leg. Because if it is the headshot, then I will mark it that. So let's do for the damage now. Okay, so let's get back here. See, if I have hit something, so I want to apply the damage. So what I will do, so the apply damage is in the uGameplay statics class only. So we will use the same class and just write apply damage. So it is a general damage. I don't want to go in the point or radial damage now. So just, so the damage actor which we are damaging now, so it is hit result dot actor, comma, the base damage, how much damage we want to put. For now we will keep it till 10, comma, the controller with which we have hit the target, so get controller, comma, next the damage causer actor, which is the current one, so we will put this. I don't want the I want the default damage type class. So what I will do here, okay, just write here u damage type static class. So we have applied the damage, but we don't have the functions to receive that damage yet. In Blueprint, it is very easy that we can override that function and we can have the damage receive function. So it is any damage. So if we will place it here, then we can have the damage. So but we have to do this in C++ class. So every actor have this function. So how we will go, just click control and go to the header file first. It is a character, just with control button I am clicking the left button in pawn and in the actor. So in actor, I will search the function control F, take damage. Just search for the tag take damage. So we have this function here. How we can see that it has virtual and it so it is marked as virtual. So we can override that function. What we will do, we will go back to the base class in the header file, the character class. In public, we will place it. Okay, it was in the public, I guess. Okay, it was under the protected. Okay, it was in the public, so we will do the same here. Just write override. Override. Now just remove this virtual here because we want the perfect definition. So just go back to CPP and we will write this function here, take damage. Remove the override keyword. Now we are getting the damage because we have overridden that function. And here we will put the log mutils pm. I have got the damage. So let's check if it is working fine. So Control Shift B. Okay, it is saying that it must return a value and we haven't written something, so return 0 for now. Control Shift B again. So it's a success. So let's check if it is working fine. So let's pick a gun E. I'm clicking. Okay, we have our outlog here. See, I have got the damage. It is writing. Let's check in the viewport only. I have started the game. I have picked the gun. You can have the log, right? So if I'm hitting it, see, I have got the damage. We haven't printed out that where we have got the damage. So what we can do, we can do that here only. So okay, so hit result comma bone name. Okay, so string, perfect. Control Shift B. And next thing, we have applied the damage. We have spawned the emitter at the location, but we want this emitter on the muzzle side also, because it is we are putting the emitter on the impacting point, but we want it on the gun side also. So what we will do, we will call a function uGamePlay statics spawn emitter attached. Spawn emitter attached. So here first we want the particle. So gun using comma ps underscore muzzle. So we have this. Next is scene component, which is this only. Okay, gun using scene component is that skeleton mesh of that gun. So we want sk underscore gun. See it that sk ps, it helps us to memorize because it is a particle system. So ps underscore, it is skeleton mesh. So sk underscore, it should be sm actually. Okay, next we want to have the attached point name. So how we will do that, just to go back to the content browser and in the military weapon, just go to the weapon and look for the skeleton mesh of the gun. So here we have two sockets. See, it is not compulsory that they will be available. If they are not, just you can click the right button and add socket. So muzzle socket, it is the name of this socket. So we will copy this, Control C, and we will paste it here. F name. This is the wrong way to do this because we have to specify this. This is the property of the gun. So afterwards we will put this in that pickup base class. So muzzle, comma. Next we want the location, rotation, everything. So for that, f vector, 0 vector, f rotator, 0 rotator, comma, we want to attach it e attach location, e attach location. We want to keep it relative offset. Let's close this function and let's see if it is working. Control Shift B. It is succeeded. So let's check if it is working. I picked again. I'm hitting. Let's go for the output log. See, now it is writing none because I'm not hitting a guy. I've hit him. See, I have got the damage and I'm writing the bone name. So this was the today's episode, and see if near the muzzle socket you can get that particle effect. You can see, right? Perfect. So next tutorial we will set the offset, because when I'm moving the mouse up and down it is not working. So this was it today. So thank you guys.